Hey, what's going on with y'all? Fellas, ladies, what's good? It's good to be back, man. It's good to see y'all. People who don't know me, hey, thank you. Thank you for watching J Balls 2K TV, baby. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm watching all these police shootings and shit like that, right? Almost like a form of sick entertainment. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm watching like these body cam videos, man. I be getting like kind of hooked on them joints lately. You know, you see them little body cam videos, you like, this shit's graphic, it's real, the real deal. This ain't basketball wise, it's the real deal, you know? And I'm like, I see these videos, and I want to talk from both perspective, from both sides of the ones who can't speak here, who have passed away. Actually, I'm not speaking in terms of just the fact of what I see, the police shootings from one or the other side, via the body cam. When it's like some kid getting shot, or whatever, not, you know, like for instance, here's a perfect example. Now I'm gonna talk about the side of the police shooting, you know, the people. So I see this happened in Arizona in Mesa, and this cop comes out there with a fucking M16. I think he had an M16. First of all, like, now this is what he was called to. It was a hotel room. He was called to it because some kid was holding like a sniper rifle or something like that. Or that's what they thought. I think he had a rifle in his hand. It was pointing out the window. That's already something the reason why you got to pull him out the way they pull him out. So remember that first. If you get a call like that, it's like you got to get on your knees and all that shit and walk backward, all that. And he was doing that. If he was applying what everything he was saying, the guy was crying. He was hysterical. It sounded like he was having a nervous fucking breakdown. Now this Mesa police officer was talking to him a certain way, kind of like screaming at him, like, keep your hands up, keep your fucking hands up. If you fall down, you better fall down. Your face and your ass getting shot, and you will not survive. What the fuck? Who talks like that? It sounds like a sadistic psychopath, a little bit. Why don't y'all check his psyche? I know a psychopath when I hear one, man. So he's over there. And he got the M16 in his hand. I guess he finally commands him to go to his face that he's screaming at him for like 15, 20 seconds. The dude's doing everything he's saying. He's crying. He's like, please, sir, I don't want to, please. And all of a sudden, he's like going down. He's like going downwards or whatever. I guess he's puts him on his belly. I guess it like maybe he's reaching for something. That's what the cop says. I don't know. They kind of cut off at that. Then he shot him. And, you know, the family, of course, is filing a wrongful death suit for it. I don't know how many years ago this was or how recent it was, but this has happened. This is an experience. It wasn't that long ago, a couple of years ago, at the most. And they want answers for why they took their son. I didn't watch the news stories after it. I just saw the video. I just saw the aftermath of what they said. My perspective on it. Okay, this kid, you see, he's clearly having a nervous fucking breakdown. He's unpredictable. Yes, I can say that. Was this kid, like, what was the rate of him supposed to be getting shot? Rather high. Got to call someone with a rifle and shit like that, and the way he's kind of acting, it's kind of hard to say, and these cops are paranoid as hell. They get shot, they get ambushed on all the time, not defending them. Just saying that their minds are not always going to be like some cops that they take a lot of measures before they start acting like that. They would have handled that situation differently. This cop didn't. Can't expect every cop to act like that cop might. Not everyone has the same personality. Everyone has different attitudes and anger and sociopathy that they didn't catch on the psych test. Trigger happy motherfuckers. So you gotta be careful. Always understand that. If you don't want to die, don't reach for shit. I think this kid wanted to die because the way he was acting, he sounded really sad. He was pointing what actually was a fucking rifle for his like a pellet insect killer for his job. He was pointing out the window. So this kid clearly might have reached for something that wasn't even in his pocket. They found nothing on him. Sounded like he was a little suicidal. Cannot blame the family or be like, what was the family at? Look, you don't know his situation. But that's what I heard right there. Some kid crying out pain. Now he's dead. He made a poor decision what he was doing. But from the looks of it sounded like he wanted his life to end a little bit sooner. Rest in peace. I don't believe that, you know, I wish the kid didn't get shot, but it happens. Gotta understand who you're dealing with here. Unstable motherfuckers sometimes with a gun. Just because you can be a criminal without having a criminal record, right? You dumb motherfucker. You know that, right? It takes one. You got to get one before now you left the paper trail. That's all it is, the paper trail. So we know who you are next time we catch you, buddy. So now let's talk about the main event here. Cops getting shot by the people. This is a hard one, and I'm gonna speak from this perspective of not a madman, not a person with no remorse or no sympathy or empathy or none of that nonsense. I'm gonna speak from that perspective. Give you a good cop bad cop situation. How about that? Saw this video, 98 VHS tape dash cam situation. They caught the situation. It was this guy. He was a military vet. You might have seen it. If you haven't seen it, you can look it up. I guess I'll warn you right now, it's not graphic, but someone's getting shot. You can't actually see the blood and all that stuff like that. That's why I'm going to say it's not graphic to the eyes. But it is graphic in the sense of someone dying and he is bleeding. So, I see the cop and it's like, this dude comes out and he comes out the car. First of all, he does everything he's not supposed to be doing. Gets out the car. I don't know if he told him to step out first, but he was already out the car. Then he starts acting weird and shit. He's just like, I'm a military vet, you know, I'm a combat vet, motherfucker. Okay, you should believe this guy. He was wearing like an army fatigue jacket on. He had his little poncho on. He was ready for battle. So he's acting all crazy. The cop's like, get back in the car, sir. Get back in the car now. He's like, fuck you. Fuck you. He's like, all right, man, this is bad protocol. You should. Honestly, I felt like you should have shot him already because he was already fucking showing some kind of weird, fucked up PTSD and all that vet syndrome that he got right there. It's not okay, man. He probably thinks you Charlie right now. He probably don't even see. He probably thinks you Charlie right now, copping out the bushes, man. Charlie! So he comes out and he comes out he goes back to his car, which is a no-no. He went back to his car from being out there and goes back to his car. Let me go grab my gun real fast. This guy's pissing me off. He goes grab his gun. He's like, motherfucker, what? He's like, sir, put the gun down. I'm like, man, shoot him. Shoot him. Kill him. It's okay now. Should have been shot his ass, honestly. This cop wasn't trigger happy. He's a good cop and he lost his life to some fucking wacko, jacko, maniac. Give a fuck if he went to Vietnam or what. He was a wacko, jacko, maniac, and not every Vietnam vet does that shit. He's a disgrace to everyone out there, in my opinion. But you gotta understand he's not okay in the head, and he looks at like the society didn't really treat him well when he got back though. So now he's angry. I can understand that though. Still wasn't mentally stable. He didn't deserve to lose his life like that. It's a damn shame. I wish he would have shot him. He'd still be alive. He died in the line of duty doing what he loves, and rest in peace to him. Good officer. One was shot on our first day at work in Virginia. It's hard out there in them streets, man. So you got to understand from their perspective that we ain't playing with you sometimes, man. You look like you're reaching for something. Now these criminals get unpredictable. Saw this video where this guy, no matter what color he was, he's standing out his car. He gets out and these two cops come up to him and he's like, to ask him. He's like driving like 82 miles, you know, going fast. So I'm trying to see why you going so goddamn fast, you know. You know, he's like, all right, man. He comes out. I guess he looked like he's a little intoxicated. Probably smelled a little bit of alcohol off him. Make him do a sobriety test. He fails it. You know, put your hands behind your back. I'm gonna tell you right now, officers. When you hear that word, no matter how cool or calm that person is acting, when you say those very words, put your hands behind your back, or I'm gonna need you to step out the car. That means that he's going to jail and he ain't going back. That's when you need to start pulling out your gun. You don't gotta shoot him, but just pull it out. Have it ready. Because those couple of seconds right there could have saved y'all lives. Saved y'all from injury. They actually didn't die. He comes out, so now they're trying to grab him out in a tussle, fighting him. He's fighting two cops. This guy's fighting him off. He's got the beard strength on him right now. You know, he's probably already strong, and then he's already angry, and he's not going back. He's a little bit more strong than the average person, like in prison. You're a little bit, your muscles in there that stand out. That rage is a little bit more brutal than the average person. It's different. You know what I'm saying? This is like, nah, you ain't letting me. I ain't got nothing to lose kind of strength. I'll fucking kill you. So he's fighting for his life, and you know they're grabbing him and all this stuff, and he get him off, and then they pull the taser. They're tasering him. They're doing everything right. They should have tasered him. Probably should have shot him. But then they did the right thing. But listen here. So they tasered him. Like, keep it on, keep it on. The taser doesn't always work for everybody. He was screaming. It did hurt. Some people don't get no effects from it at all. But he was screaming. Wow. I guess eventually he got away. He was able to get up, retrieve his gun from the car. I think at this point, they should have been shot his ass. But people would have still... Anyway, so they shot him. And then he goes and pulls out his gun. And he fucking starts shooting at both cops. Pow, 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 pow. One of them got shot like 4 times. The other dude got shot a couple times. Both made full recoveries. He got shot 3 times. He drove himself to the hospital. And, of course, obviously where he was apprehended at. So you got to understand, like, some motherfuckers are unpredictable as hell. Is there ever a good time for this? No, it's not. When you look at the situation... But there's going to be times when we will see these videos and we have our feelings towards when people do get shot or unarmed for no fucking reason. There's a lot of that shit happening. I'm just telling you right now that a situation can pop off that fast. I think that's why they get too goddamn trigger happy. If they play it like the way the situation with the vet and that good cop, they played it like that all the time, there'd be a lot of dead officers out here. Sadly to say that. I'm speaking from both sides of perspective. The way I feel about cops, honestly, it's like I'm not going to really put my personal opinions about that in this video. But we all know how cops can do. Sometimes they can abuse their power and they can do a little bit too fucking much sometimes and they need to just slow their roll. Sometimes, it's all right. They can be all right sometimes. So it's like, it's a half and half situation, I guess. I don't even want to speak on my perspective how I feel, but... I look at those things. You just look how fast there's some like unpredictable behavior. Everything was cool. That guy was actually laughing and stuff with them, but until they told him to put his hands behind his back, that's when you better know. I'm just giving you some good advice. For anybody. You never know when someone can just come out of nowhere. It's like the other video in Arizona where some other guy came to a domestic abuse thing. You're not expecting anyone to get violent like that over domestic abuse and domestic violence. Domestic abuse and domestic violence. So he comes up there and he pulls out this little gun, like, the joint with that ugly ass gun, the little snub nose joint. I can't remember what he had. I'm not a gun guy, I'm not into that shit. But he pulls it out, man. I don't know, it was a little 38. So I don't know what it was. It's a little tiny gun, but it got the ugly little nose on it and shit. And he just pulls it out though, and he just shoots him out of nowhere, man. He starts patting him down. He has his hands in his pocket. He's like, you ain't stringing nothing in the pocket. I'm just keeping it because they're cold. It's cold as fuck outside, which made sense. I'm trying to think where the hell in Arizona where they at, because it was so cold like that. It must have been out there, like by the mountains out there somewhere. I didn't know it get that damn cold in Arizona. I'm good, man. Right there, the Tucson, Tucson, Arizona, man. Phoenix, all that shit. I like that out there, man. Yeah, all that cool stuff, man. It's all good. Yeah, but so like, yeah, he's like out of nowhere, man. He just pulled a gun and shot him. You just never know. But then, like, once they start pulling out the guns like that all the time, we're going to feel mad threatening. People going to be getting shot the other way around. So it's just like, it's just never going to work out, man. They just got to just hope that this guy happens to not be a psychopath. We got to, like, kind of really study the mind of people, how they act, how they're thinking, the body language. But sometimes body language don't mean nothing. You can be standing, the guy was having good body language. All of a sudden, pull out a gun and shot him fast. The way these people draw their guns is ridiculously fast, man. That's scary as hell, man. Just, wow, boom, boom, boom. It's that quick. Faster than a punch. You can dodge punches, though. You can't dodge bullets, though. Rest in peace to all them, man. To all the unarmed ones, man. There's obviously some tragic ones. I gotta bring those up, too. Just not making people uncomfortable, but we've seen them out there. No one that rings bells is Oscar Grant. That was the worst one I've ever seen. A brutality. Shot him on the back when he was handcuffed. That shit hurts me to think about. So you gotta understand that when people see that and y'all get away with it all the damn time, y'all only do like a slap on the wrist and y'all get out of jail when y'all do that. People start to get a little upset, man. You gotta know how to treat your people a little bit better. And then I guess they'll treat each other back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an eye for an eye type of thing. That movie was good. They made a movie out of that joint. That was a good movie, man. With Jordan B or whatever. Michael B. Jordan. He was in that joint. He about to do Creed 2. Man, you ain't Creed. You ain't Creed. You about to do Creed 2, man. They got Ivan Drago's son fighting this man. You gotta believe it. Gotta see it to believe it type joint, man. I don't even know when it comes out. If it ain't out already, man. Shit, watch that Creed, man. Check that out. Hey, any ladies want to go with me? Like, yeah, I'll go. I got you. And I'd like to thank all you guys, all the subscribers and stuff like that, man. Don't take this too serious, man. I'm just kind of bringing out these things. I feel like I like to give my logic and my side on what I see. It's happening all the time, baby. You got to mention it, got to address it from the perspective of both sides. Let's talk from both sides of people, because sometimes Fox and CNN, y'all act like y'all want to play that shit, man. Peace out, man. Make sure to like and subscribe, man.